Hi guys, so we are about to start the third problem in our series of Leetcode Blind75. So the third problem statement is for contains duplicate. That is, there is a number of integers given, like array is given. You need to return true if at least one of the element is present twice, right? So basically you need to find the duplicate. So let us see how we will approach this problem. The input 1 2 3 1, and we just need to return the boolean value that is true if any one of the element is present twice. So the approach 1, that is the brute force approach, that is, you can take two for loops, okay, one for loop, and let us suppose I, and j will point to I plus 1. So basically what you need to do, you need to search this particular, let me take an example and explain. You need to search 1 in this particular array which is ahead of 1, right? In from index this is the index 0th element you need to search in the array starting from index 1. So of course this is taking two for loops, so the time complexity is O(n) square, and we want to optimize our code. So let us see the second approach. As the second approach, what we can do, we can basically sort this array, right? Yeah, you can. We can just sort this array. So after sorting it will become 1 comma 1 comma 2 and 3. So after sorting it will become this, and just find out, just take one for loop and find out if the element at the ith position is equal to the element at the ith plus 1, or vice versa. Element at the ith position, if you are starting from 1, is equal to the previous element, right? If you find this, then return true, otherwise return false. This is the code. But in sorting takes O(n) of log n time. So this is also not optimum, right? We need to optimize it more. We just need to reduce our time complexity. So let's move on to the third approach. Third approach is the most optimum one here because we are using hash map, and in terms of time complexity is the most optimum approach, but it also requires O(n) of space. So the space complexity is O(n). Because we are using hash map, time complexity is also O(n). But let's see, because there is no such restriction on the space complexity here, so we can use this approach. So we'll take a hash map and just store every element versus its index, right? Like this is the array, this is the array, and this is the index array. Let me write its index also here. 0 comma 1, I'm sorry, 0 1 2 and 3. This is the index. We will store everything in map. So on the first one we'll check if the map contains, now our map, first step, map is empty. So does the map contain this one element? No, it don't. Then we'll just put 1 map to its index, that is 0. Now let's move to 2. Is any 2 present as a key in this map? No, so we'll map 2 versus 1. Okay, now let's search for third one. So same, there is no element 3 present as the key in this map, so we'll move forward by putting it in the map. Now the fourth one, we encountered it again, so yes, we got the duplicate element and will return true. Otherwise, if we don't get anything, then after this ends, we'll return false. This is the simple code. But through this, what we can see that if we have two options, one is to use hash map and to use for unique elements, right? Because there is no need of index here. We don't want to return any kind of index, that first occurrence index and something else. So it's better to use the hash sets. Okay, so we'll use hash set because hash set is better suited for storing unique elements without duplicates, right? While hash map is better for storing key value pairs with efficient lookup at retrieval, right? So there is no need for this kind of mapping. So I'll do it using hash set. But the time complexity and the space complexity is kind of same. I'll name it as set. Now let's iterate through this array. And store, first of all, check if the set contains, what does it contain, nums of I. If the element is already present, then return true, otherwise add nums I. So let's run this. Yeah, now let's submit this. Okay, thank you everyone.